Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a net worth and a goals check-in. The way that I'm going to do these is by screen recording my screen, because everything for like my goals and my net worth and stuff is stored on my phone. So that's what we're working with today. So first thing first, we're going to be working through my net worth tracker. This is where I track kind of everything. So all of my debt, all of my assets. I mean, I know that some people include things like cars on their asset list. I don't. This is just liquid assets. So money, pots of money. So as you can see at the top, we've got my loan, which is my only debt. I paid off my loan payment for this month a couple of days ago, so that is now down to £7,043.68. That will go down quite a bit more next month. My monthly payment is about £125, so we will be below the £7,000 mark, which will be exciting next month. I know we've spoken about this before, but I don't really do additional payments to my loan. I am planning on possibly doing some point, but it's not a huge priority for me. So that's what that is. We've got credit card on there. I had a little bit of credit card last month. There was just something at the end of the month that I paid for on my credit card, but I paid it off on payday. So we're back down to £0 on my credit card, which is great. And I'm really hoping I don't put any money on there this month. So my cash envelopes, this is the total amount that I have in my spending and sinking funds. So this will go down throughout the month and then go up when I recash stuff. This is where they're sat at the moment. You know, we're a week into the month, so it's looking pretty healthy there. I am sure that will change as we go through the month. And to be fair, I have spent way too much this month already. Mainly from my personal and eating out envelopes, because I had my girls' weekend in Manchester, which was so much fun, but I spent so much money that I didn't really intend to. Anyway, next one is my LISA. This is my lifetime ISA, so it's my house savings. As you can see, there's £918.43 in there. So the end of the tax year is coming, and you can get up to 25% bonus each tax year when you have a LISA. I'm not planning on chucking loads of money at it for the end of the tax year. It's a goal for me, but it's not super high on my priorities list for a number of reasons. So that's where that's sat at. The next one is my main savings account. So this is my emergency fund. So this one was meant to be at 1,700 this month, but I didn't end up putting any money into my emergency fund this month. And there's two reasons for that. The first reason was that my partner's car ended up needing quite a significant amount of work doing to it. Now, I know that you'll be like, oh, but you have a car maintenance fund. My car maintenance fund is for my car. We don't really share finances. The only time that we share finances is for bills and food. Like everything else, we kind of pay our own way for our own things. So I ended up loaning him like 200 quid to pay for his car, which is absolutely fine. That's why we have savings and buffers, so that, you know, I can have his back when he needs me to. He can have mine when I need him to. It's probably also worth mentioning here, I earn significantly more than my partner, and he has significantly more debt. So I would much rather lend him £200 to pay for the extra work that he needed to his car that he hadn't already saved for, than he paid for that on a credit card and was going into more debt. So that's where we are with that. And then the other 150 that I was meant to put in, or 200 or whatever it was that I was meant to put into my emergency fund, I actually ended up just leaving it in my savings account as a bit of a bigger buffer, because I realised that I probably needed to build a slightly bigger buffer in my actual bank before I was putting into my emergency fund. So that's what I chose to do. You know, has it annoyed me a little bit that I haven't put anything into my emergency fund? Sure, it's annoyed me a little bit, but in the long term, I know that I can still hit my goal of reaching £5,000 by the end of the year. And these things happen, like life happens, it is what it is. So my next one is my tattoo fund. I have £130 in there. I mean, that's not being added to or taken out from. It just is sat there waiting for me to spend it, which I will be doing. I'm booked in for my tattoo at the end of April, so that's very exciting. The next one is my savings account, which is linked to my main bank account, so it's at the same place as my main bank, so I count it as my buffer. My goal was to have £100 in there. I've actually got 279, and I think I'm going to amend my goal to be having 200 in there because I quite like having a slightly bigger buffer. And then my final account is my car maintenance savings. My goal for that was 250 by February, and I have 250 in there. So by February, I'll actually have, I think, 300 in there, which is great because it means that I won't be in a position of having to not put money into my emergency fund to pay for my car, which is good. So as you can see, my total debt is just over £7,000. At the moment, my total assets is just under £3,500. So my total net worth is minus £3,500, which I'm really happy with. Like, at the end of the day, my goal for this year is to either get to a 0 or a positive net worth, and I'm building that every single month. So yeah, we're on track. We're not as far along as we might have wanted to be, but shit happens and it's all gravy, baby. We're all good for the year. So these were the goals that I set myself. I did add a couple of extra ones on because they were goals that I set after my goals video. So obviously we have 5k emergency fund, which we're not at yet. We have debt below 5k, which we're not at yet. Save £200 for Christmas, we're definitely not at that yet. 1.5k in my LISA, again, definitely not at that yet. And 100 subscribers we've actually achieved. So I'm going to tick that one off. And you know what? I'm going to add a new goal. I want to get to 250 subscribers. So that is my new goal for my YouTube account. So if you're not subscribed already, like, please consider doing so because it really does mean a lot. Join us for the journey. We have a lot of fun around here. And then my two new ones are Complete the Penny Savings Challenge, which obviously I haven't done yet. And save 2k for my wedding in 2023. Now, I don't mind if I don't hit this one by the end of the year because my wasn't until August 2023. So worst case scenario, I'm still chipping away at this one next year. It's not the end of the world. It will be a nice to have, but it's certainly not an essential. My next video will be my mid-month cash stuffing, so my cash stuffing from my side hustle, basically. So until then, if you like the video, please give me a like. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing because, as I've said, we've set ourselves a new target of 250 subscribers, so would love to get to that. Drop me a comment. What did you think to this video? Are these helpful? Are they interesting? Are they useful? Are they really boring and you're just not bothered about them at all? All feedback is good feedback. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far, and I will see you in my next video.